それじゃあ続きからやっていきます。
Irving.
Finally.
I'm okay.
I was dying on this chair.
Let's keep going, if you want. Together. So, I looked around the entire hotel, and if there's still a chance of getting to the bottom of this story, then it's gotta be behind the locked door on the last floor, in the attic.
That wing has been condemned for years.
I know, I'll be careful.
Okay.
There are too many things that I took for granted. It's as if someone was putting pieces of my past in front of me, to show them to me under another light.
Who are you talking about, Nikki?
Maybe it's my father. In my music box, I found the medal I won the night Rachel died. Dad could have put it there, and if he did, there must be a reason.
It all sounds insane.
The night Rachel died. Maybe I have to start from there. I played in that really long hockey game. But what was going on in the meantime? You remember that night, Irving?
I think I was at church with my family.
Church. That night we had a mass for the poor here. We held one every year. As usual, Mom volunteered to take me to the game, but she was so busy with the soup kitchen that I was afraid she was going to be late. I remember while she ran around, she said she ordered me to close the mezzanine.
You mean the intermediate floor above the reception? What's in there?
A storeroom.
Have you been up there?
No, I'd forgotten all about it. I'd better take a look before moving on.
よし、じゃあこの前回わからなかった。受付って言ってたのを軽く読み飛ばしてたんで。よいしょ。まず受付行きます。こっからそのまんま降りれば行けたっけ？受付の上の中2階、ここか？これか。お、なんかある。マネキン？オッケー。ああ、これは下はレイチェル。で、上が自分みたいな。でも、あれ調べられない？あ、近づかないとだった。
Irving?
あれ？
Hello? Can you hear me? I'm on the mezzanine, and it's a nightmare. There are mannequins everywhere. They're set up like in a scene. There's one with a hockey stick. Wait, what the fuck? That's my stick! If you're listening to me, whoever set up this representation, I think they want to tell me that Rachel was killed? But why my hockey stick? Hello? Hello? Oh God, why isn't he answering? Irving, I swear I'm not kidding. This is a huge deal. If you can hear me, it's time to make that phone call.
お、一個も返事しないまま終わった。やっぱあいつも怪しいのか？あれでこれで他調べられるところがないから出るしかないのかな？青く見えてたのは明かりの関係か。後ろから見たら白かったもんな。電話持ったまんまだね。
Where are you, Nicole?
あれ？
It's about time. Did you hear my messages?
How many doors have you opened, Nicole? How many are still missing?
What doors are you talking about?
Keep going.
Hello?
どういうこと
Hello, Irving.
何の音？ベルっぽい音したけど。受付かと思ったけど。こんなんあったっけ？この辺あんま歩いてないな、そういえば。いや、歩いてはいたけど、なんかベル鳴った？見れない。気のせいか。いや、気のせいじゃないんだろうけど。どこ行くべきかがちょっと。もう上行くのか？あそこにたどり着く以外の情報持ってないんだよな。ってことはあれか、もう上行っちゃっていいのか？2階っていうやつが、翻訳的に、メインフロアと、ファーストフロアと、セカンドフロアが分かれている。それの2階を、セカンドフロア2階って訳されてるんだけど、中2階の方は、建物の1階と2階の中間みたいな使い方してるよね、多分。のせいで迷っちゃったんだよね。なんか1階がロビーじゃないホテルとかも見たことある気がするんだよな。よし。ホテルだったかわかんないけど、なんかどっかの建物に、ロビー階っていうのが別にあってみたいな。あれ？お、開いてる。じゃあもういいのか。あ、その上でなんか封鎖されてんぞ。ドアは開かない。まっすぐ行けばいいのかと思ったけど、こっちはこっちでなんか下がってんな。雪入り込んでんじゃん。ここか。アービン実は近くにいるとか。あのビデオ。待って、じゃあな、こっち？あ、でもこれ。おお。何このびっくりマーク。自分の車？あれテレビは調べらんない。テープはある。動いてるけど、空のビデオしか調べらんない。証拠。何の？でも寝泊まりしてたっぽい感じ？
Hello?
I imagine you found my room.
あ、やっぱそうなんだ。
What does all this mean?
That's a question I've asked myself many times. What does all this mean, Irving? How far do you want to push yourself? How
自
much
分に
can
問
you
いかけて
take?
んね。
What?
Every memory, painstakingly gathered, every reconstructed piece, every little element retrieved from the dark. A photo, a hairband, a lipstick. It means remembering, Rachel. That's what all this means. I didn't choose this path. I had to do it.
What did you do, Irving?
These walls oozed with memories. The memories get into the walls.
あ、通
Under
路。
the floorboards, they creep into the crawl spaces.
You're not with FEMA. You, Jenkins, you never talked to him. Your boss, the phone call, all those weird events. You were behind all of them.
Someone had to bring the last piece of the memory puzzle here. The most important one. You.
Me?
Your father wanted to keep you out of it. I convinced him that only you could resolve the equation, as he called it.
I don't understand.
How could you? Over the last few days, you got a little taste of what it means to dig around in the past, hunting for memories that scratch away behind every wall in the night. We did it for years, day after day after day.
お、こっち行ける。
I have nothing against lies. I grew up around lies.
赤
But
い。
now it's time for the truth to come out. Finally.
ああ、もう現像のためだけやね。どうしようかな。選択肢の時間ないんだよな。誰かはどうでもいいや。何がしたい？
What do you want to do now?
I want to tell you a story. There was an invisible boy. Like everyone, he just wanted to run on the grass,
父親
ride
誰
a
だよ。
bike, swim in the lake in summer.
あ、現像のためだけかな。
His father. Oh, his father had other plans for his soul. In his dark world made of silence and prayer, there shone only one
あ、お
star.
姉さん。
His wonderful sister. A heavenly creature that spent hours telling him fairy tales in secret. She who
じゃあ
told him
ボクシーの
that
父
free
親
and
があれな
strong
の？
man he would become
なん
one
か
day.
束縛してたみたいな話なの？
She was like that. Free and strong.
通読
At
書
the time, I didn't understand her
末
dyslexia
遅れ。
or what
そういう感じだったの？
retard meant. That's what they called her at school. I could hear her
なんかい
cry
じめられてたの
at
か？
night. Wanted to protect her, but I couldn't. One day, that beautiful, luminous creature met someone. A human being that saw
まあ
her.
しょうがない。進めね。
My dad.
Yes. And I was the invisible witness of what happened. A love. Simply a love.
子供の方が年
Nothing
近そうな
more,
のに
nothing less. But that love
子供
was
の
too much,
ぐらいの
and it would be
相手と
punished.
不倫っていう
Who
のや
paid
ば
for
い
this
な。
love, Nicole?
Rachel. Rachel was
おお、思い出し
your
た。
sister. Now I remember you.
You were too caught up with your hatred for Rachel to notice the innocent little kid that sometimes
い
acted
たん
alone.
だ。憎んで
I
ない。
didn't hate your sister. I was just jealous.
あ、お父さんがそっちに行っちゃったから。
Doesn't matter. Those days are over.
How could I have forgotten you?
I was raised to be forgotten.
どこはいい
What
や
do。you want from me?
The day my sister paid with her life for her love, we all died. We make up the history of the Timberline.
It was a tragedy. But you...
We all got frozen there, in that very moment, in that confined horizon of events. As you'll understand,
え、平成ティ
as
ン
you've
バーラインってそういうこ
already
とか？
begun to understand.
I want
Ma,
to
教えて
know
もらおう。
what you want from me.
You have to keep going to get to where I wasn't able to go. You will be the new witness. You owe it to us. And you owe it to her.
進め。おお、勝手に開いたぞ。使うどころじゃなかった。イルミネーションではない。ライトアップされてるけど。あ、 買うのか？シャツ。キッチン。
A few years have passed since I last used this old tape recorder. I think you were in elementary
映
school.
像なのに、どこに何が映るんだ？
I imagine a testament should start in a poised manner. My dear Nicole, my favorite daughter, etc., etc. Poised, weighty, serious, irrevocable.
お父さん？
I prefer asking you how you are. How are you, Nikki? You're probably tired. I can imagine. At this point of your journey, the marks and voices of this old hotel will have already whispered all their secrets. You've always been good at solving puzzles. In this, you surely resemble more your mother than me. Irving has always been convinced that you, only you, could surmount the fear and suffering that exuded from these hallways. We tried. We waited. We were terrified. We studied. We listened. We listened to her. But all the love in the world wasn't enough to decipher those muted vowels, those wide open eyes, those tears of light. In your time and space, in the here and now, I will no longer be with you. But it doesn't matter. Trust me, it doesn't. I have a new theory, Nikki. Love is and remains. It is in the wood you stand on, in the walls that keep up this hotel,
Who are you talking
in the air
about?
we breathe. And sometimes it hates. It hates those who didn't allow it, those who cast it aside with indifference, and those who can't recognize it. Stars still emanate their light, even after collapsing, right? There's a lot of light here. There's light in death. I want to free myself of all this darkness. I can no longer see the stars. I'm tired of surviving in this limbo. So, how are you, Nikki?
ああ、戻ってるっぽいな。同じの見たよな。
Good.
ループしてるのか
I
な。
will be good.
ちょっとランダムっぽい。
Figure out what Rachel is saying, Nikki. She's
これ
here.
見たな。あれ終わった？まだ。人殺し。鍵。ケースじゃなかった、調べるの。アイテム。どこの鍵？レナードの考え。見てもしょうがない。なんでその考えの方は見れないのか。タイプライターを見てどうする？考えの方は読めない。お？レイチェル？絵を描いたのか。こっちの骸骨。これもレイチェル。なんか教祖様みたいになってるけど。大丈夫か？あれ、鍵は何の鍵？エース。健康的なやつだっけ？あれ？どこの鍵？てっきりこの奥にあるのかと思ったけど、なんもない。これ以上いけない。 借り出して物はない。車の中。こんな話あったか？あれ、もしかしてアイテム車の鍵だった？ちゃんと見てなかったな。じゃあガレージ行けばいいのか？車の中よって言われてるってことは。ダッシュがしづらい。おお、しまった。なんだ。
Hello.
Leonard was a very special man. His soul was big enough to love both you and Rachel.
I knew my father's soul better than anyone.
You were just a jealous kid.
Don't you dare try to make me feel guilty. You don't...
I just want you to get to the truth.
So why didn't you tell me about the
書い
truth?
てるんだっけ。
Tell who? The Nicole who thought eating beans was the worst tragedy and couldn't wait to finish this business and run away, forgetting everything all over again?
書いてた。
You don't know anything about what my mother and I went through.
But you're different to when you got here. Now you can discover the truth, a truth that otherwise would have destroyed you. I didn't lie to you. I protected you.
Listen, I'm sorry about Rachel. I hated her and I hated my father, but I never wanted it to end like that. I understand your pain, maybe better than anyone. Betrayal, shame, death. My family was destroyed, just
マイ
like
カーじゃ
yours.
ないのか調べんの。
How much longer does this pain have to last?
It'll be over soon.
What else is there to know?
You want the truth. Well, I can't give it to you. I've already given you everything I could. Now you have to tie the pieces together.
これか。
What does that mean?
Your father always said we are the sum of the people we take with us, and you abandoned these people. Here, in this place.
Enough riddles,
お
Irving.
う
I'm tired.
Me, too. You're the only one who can give a finale to this story. It's time you open the last door.
終わらんと開けられんが。パパの車。何拾ったの今。洗い流せ。一回言えばわかるよ。お母さんが何かやったのか？アンドリーだよな、洗い流せってことは。結局大してきてなかったここか。洗濯機ではない。調べられない。あれ？洗い流せたからてっきり洗濯かと思った。シンクか？ぽいな。そもそもなんでこれを流してるんだ？
How could I have forgotten? I saw everything.
見てた。
I was there. All the pieces were in front of my eyes.
A kid's eyes.
It was the same night as the hockey game in Missoula. Reverend Foster was so busy with the preparations of the meals for the giving to the poor at the Timberline Church. And my mother, Claire, said that we would get back from the game in time for the distribution. She convinced my father to help the Reverend, and he'd come with his whole family. You and Rachel.
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I couldn't find my stick. I panicked and I went down to the garage. Claire was there.
それやって誰かと思った。お母さんね。
Her look.
Her look?
ピック。
It was
お
just
母
a
さんが持っ
fleeting
てたの。
feeling. That's why I erased it from my memory. I had to erase it, understand?
What was in her look?
It just wasn't her. It was like a frightful creature. A disturbed, dangerous animal. I've never seen her like that before or after. Not even on her deathbed. And then she put her hands on her hips, exhausted. She smiled. And there she was again, my mom. I thought it must have just been the
いや、
impression
翔
of
さ
a
ん控え
moment.
ていたっても試
I
合
had the finals against Cold Springs
ラ
High
インが
awaiting
かっ
me.
たの
I climbed in the car, throwing my bag into the back seat. My hockey stick was there. Claire
使
said
っ
she
たんだ、
cleaned
勝手
it.
に。
She cleaned it.
Go on.
I don't.
Go on!
We got there on time and I played. Best game of my life. And the last. Claire was on the bleachers encouraging me,
水の中
cheering.
の赤いやつがなんか地味に動い
And
て
then I
て
lost sight of her. For 2 whole
形変わっ
periods,
て
I
る気が
think.
する。
And later, when I asked, she said she'd moved because Marty O'Donegal's father was getting on her nerves. But it wasn't true.
Just enough time to go back to the car.
Don't say it. Irving, don't say it. Don't say a thing. I don't. I traveled all the way with Rachel's body and the baby she carried inside
ナイ
of
トラ
her
ンクか。
in the trunk, rolled in the blanket. God, oh God. She killed Rachel.
Thank you, Nikki.
You've had your revenge. I hope all this gives you the peace you were looking for.
I wanted you to help me uncover the truth.
You're saying you didn't know that Claire...
I was only a kid. Plus, she never wanted me to get to the bottom of it.
知らなかったのか。
Rachel is here?
You know, I think she's still protecting me. But I'm grown up now. Now, we can all be reunited at last.
What? Wait, where are you going? Listen, we can work things out. What happened is terrible, but all the main players in this story are dead. Get it? Dead. We are still alive. We're alive. Me, you, we didn't do anything.
That's exactly what we did wrong, Nicole. We didn't do anything. It's beautiful here. Rachel told me about it so many times, but I never thought it was so beautiful.
置いていかない。
You're the only one left. Don't leave me here alone. I'm scared.
It's wide as far as the eye can see. Beyond the mountain.
どこいるんだよ、外か。
You left the hotel? But it's too cold. You'll
まあ
die
死ぬ気で
out
行っ
there.
たんだろうけど。
Irving, please.
I've lived in the dark for years. You freed me. And now I can finally rest in the light. I can go back
遠くに行ってるのかな。
her.
Don't go. You can't. Don't leave me too. We have our drink.
It's not a goodbye, my tough, pragmatic, stubborn Nikki. We'll meet again. Another time. Beyond this horizon of events. Everything is...
中心が離れた。
Moving. Moving.
それよりなんか
I don't want to stay alone here.
水の中に
Everything seems to be
Ano ka,
becoming
Kore?
dark. I'm scared. I'm... Who's there?
誰もいない。
Rachel? Is that you?
何年も前の布からこんな赤いのまで出ないと思うんだけど。読み込み中か？電話の音。どこにいるんだ？車の中か。動かせる。持ってる。
Yes.
Nicole, it's me, Jenkins, the attorney.
あ、ジェンキンス存在してた。
How many times I tried.
手何持ってんのこれ。
The connection's bad. How are you? I was really worried about the storm.
I'm good.
Great. I'm glad. You're sure you got...
Listen, I don't want to sell the hotel anymore.
What? Damned interference. I didn't catch you. What'd you say?
I don't want to sell the
あ、
hotel
声が遠
anymore.
い。
You've been really nice. Your job is done. Thanks.
Oh, well, I see. Well, you're the owner, and you got every right to decide. But maybe we should talk about it in person. I want to understand.
この電話はあれなのか。普通に使える電話なのか。
And I have to stay here. Forever.
Wait a sec, let's talk. And there's also my fee.
お金。ただ働きですか？あ
You
れ？
know, Mom, I was thinking about going to the lake.
あ、話続いてんのか。
Remember where we went with Uncle John last year? Daddy and I started talking about the stars. You can't see them during the day.
これ以上下に向け
They're
ない
always
し。
there. You feel like it? I would so like it. And we can have dinner at Doc Smith's diner on the bank. Rachel and Irving could come with us?
何持ってんだ？
What do you think? It would be so nice to be all together. Mom, Dad.
一瞬入れ歯っぽいって思ったけど、多分違うような形的に。なんだろうな。お、ギア使う。あー、この範囲しか動けないと思った。そうでもないな。そうでもないけど、ラジオ使えんの？電波入んない的な？じゃあギア使うしかないのかな？他にない？なさそう。そもそも抜ける範囲が。なんかガムテープ？あれ？これエンジン入れたらやばいやつじゃない？
I'll stay here with you, Daddy.
あれ？
Mom, we will bring back the Timberline
お話始まって調べらんなくなった。
We'll be happy again. All together. Yes. Like a whole family. No more anger.
あれ結局ギア入れてたいけど。どうなったんだ？ これでいいのか？
Sometimes I hold you, but only in my dreams. I wake up and you're gone. Sometimes I follow you, but only in
なんか
my
選択肢で変わるみたいなのってあんのかないのか。
when I forget.
なんかいろいろ選択肢選ばされたけど、展開が変わってる感じじゃない。
Speak to me in words unspoken. Cry it
あ、
out
一応あるんだ。
between
でも最後だけなんだね。ちょっと今調べちゃったけど。
the trees. Speak to me with silence broken. Share with me the life you live, the life you live, the life you live.
普通の選択肢は意味ないのかな。ああ、初めからになってる。あれじゃあ条件分岐のやつって見るためにはそこまでやんないと見れない的なやつ？続きないんだ。あ、そういうこと？じゃあもう。しかもこれ飛ばせないし。じゃあもう、終わりかな。ここでになっちゃうけど。じゃあ進んでおく？ちょっと調べた感じ。希望すると生き残るって書いてあったけど、大して変わんないみたいなこと書いてあって。ほっといたら生き残るって書いてあったんだけど、それも今のがどうなったかよくわかってない。違いもわからないし。とりあえず選択肢はそんなに意味がないのかな。エンディングが変わるのが直前の行動だけっぽいんで。結局ギアは入れなかったから。どうなったのかよくわかんないけど。売却してって言ったのはお母さんか。あ、ここでクレアって書いてあった。お母さんの名前。すっかり忘れてたけど。お母さんが弁護士になんか連絡して、売っといてねって言ったから、あの弁護士さんはそのつもりで 手続き進めてたけど、って感じか。いや、さすがにでもちょっと、もう一個の方確認するためにもう一周はきついんで、ここまでかな。なんか調べても、どっちもそんなに変わんないみたいな書いてあったんで。俺今向かってるとこだね。よく行ったな。建物内に入ってからは全部アービンがなんか住んでたってことだね。ジェンキンスの話も全部。本物のジェンキンスさんは連絡つかなくてどうしようと思ってたっていう話か。10日間近くも。まあ、これ以上の進展もなさそうなんで、ここまでですかね。いや、面白かったとは思うんだけど、ちょっと操作がやっぱもっさりしてたりとか、ちょっとしんどかったね。でも別にアクション性高いわけじゃないから、まあいいかなって感じかな。これ追いかけっことかさせられたら切れそうになるけど。てか途中で投げてるかもしれないけど。そんなにアクション性の強いわけじゃないから、探索ゲーなだけで。ちょっと道が分かりづらかったり、勘違いしたりで、だいぶ時間が無駄に使った感はあるけど。2回と1回とのなんかもう、言葉の差分が多分もう日本的じゃないっていうところが難しかった。しょうがないけど。建物の1階2階だと思うじゃん、2階だって。今もっと見れる。ね。2階からって言われてさ、建物の2階行くじゃん。てか、受付が1階だと思うじゃん。でも実はさ、ガレージ、これ地下っぽいけどさ、なんて書いてあるんだっけ？あんま読めないな。ここも車で来れるぐらいだから、もうあの外はもう外なんだよね。そう、だから建物自体が別にここ地下じゃなさそうなんだよな。出れるんだもんね。どっかから見たとき窓見えてたもんね。窓の外見えてたもんね。一応車ここにある。母の車って書いてあるじゃん、もうこの時点で。見てなかったけど。前にトランクがあるタイプね。別のゲームでなんか前トランクの車があるっていうのを知って、日本だと珍しいよね。だいたいエンジン部しかないから。前に荷物が積めるタイプがあるらしい。多分古い海外の車のタイプかもしんないけど、今あるのかしんないけど。じゃあここまでで終わりにしますか。盛大に道に迷った以外は全然大丈夫だったんで。それじゃあお疲れ様でした。